All good.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following is another spectacular episode of the Wrestling Fans Podcast, Ringside Society. In one corner, we have the greatest thing on God's green earth. No, we're not talking about money, Mary Jane, or Popeye Spinach. He's the trackle dart of Ringside Society, Delaware's greatest American hero. And whenever he goes to Taco Bell, he asks for a chief burrito because he loves the combination of chicken and beef. It takes two to make a thing go right. He's Rob Bass, and you are not. And the second corner, we have that ocean crossing, straight up bossing, flight catching, shot glass snatching. Where's he going next? Nobody knows. Three continents down, three more to go. No cap, straight facts, the worldwide star boy, Remy Blue. But it's not about us. You see, we have a special guest tonight, a man who's been on our show before. We're glad to have him back. And he's here to actually talk about a special event. We're not going to say too much about what it is. We're going to have him tell you. But without further ado, everybody, welcome to the show, 1CW owner, Shawn Hardy. How you doing tonight, sir?
Woo! Doing great, doing great. How you doing, fellas? Glad to be back.
Yeah, Rob told us, 1CW, they're doing a big thing, a special show. You don't want to miss it. I'm actually excited. I'm gonna try my best to actually make it out there, see what y'all got going on. But tell the masses, Shawn, what is going on with 1CW and this show, and what makes it so special?
Well, it was something that we were talking about last year when it was announced that WrestleMania was going to be coming to Philadelphia. Immediately that next day, I reached out to a good friend of mine, Dino Biello, the owner of Atlantic All Pro. Dino and I had run a couple shows back about 7-8 years ago. And we had a lot of fun doing it together. But anyhow, when we saw that WrestleMania was coming to Philly and Dino's federation runs in Woodbury, New Jersey, and it's about approximately less than 20 minutes from Philadelphia. So immediately the bell went off in my head. And Dino and I had always talked about going out with a bang and doing something big. And, neither one of us are getting any younger. So that we thought this was a great opportunity. So I picked up the phone and I called him and I said, what's the chances we put something together, you and us? And he was like, yeah, let's do it. I'm in for it. And then a couple things came up and his health wasn't doing too great and he wasn't going to do it. And then I reached back out and I said, well, I got a bigger idea. And I said, how about 4 of us do it? And he's like, 4 of us? And I was like, yeah, 1CW, Atlantic All Pro. I'd like to bring in one of the most professional people I know and one of the most professional promoters I know, and Jesus Rodriguez, Ricardo Rodriguez, and 3 Legacies. And I'd like to also bring in the Wrestling Independent. And Wrestling Independent is a brand new company run by a good friend of ours, Mike Fresh. Mike works for us. He does some inside stuff and backstage stuff and things like that. And he supported us for many, many years. And we thought this was a great opportunity because Mike runs in Philadelphia. So I kind of got on the horn, like I said, after speaking to Dino, and we kind of put it all together and we put a conference call and the 4 companies come together. And the idea was the slogan is all for one. There's 4 of us, but we have one common goal, one big show for the fans. All the champions are going to be represented. Each company gets 1 hour block. It's going to be a big 4-hour event. We're going to have a little bit of signing and some big stars there earlier in the day. It's one of those things that we're glad to be a part of. For many, many years, the week of WrestleMania, many independent companies have stepped up and run shows. And back about right before the pandemic started, we were asked to be part of it when WrestleMania was down in Tampa, Florida. And we all know what happened. Then COVID hit and things changed. And we weren't a part of it. So we were kind of bummed out. So this was a great opportunity when we heard about Philadelphia. Um, I'm a man of opportunity. I'm also a man of loyalty. So that's why I chose the people that we're working with. And I think this is a great opportunity for every company to show what we can do, not only to the wrestling world, but to a whole bunch of people. This is going to be a sold out crowd. Each company got an allotment of tickets. One CW sold out a portion of tickets. Wrestling Independent sold their portion of tickets. Three Legacies the same, and same for Atlantic Pro. So it's going to be a sold out house. I think there may be a couple tickets still available at the door, things like that. But we're really looking forward to it, and some exciting things are going to happen that day.
I gotta hand it to you, Sean. When I first heard that they were like four, you four were getting together and making this happen, I was like, wow, that's awesome. Like there's no back and forth, there's no grudge, there's no because you've been in the business long enough. Rob, I know you've been in long enough, you've been in for like 2 years, but I'm just a fan, but I've heard rumblings of promoters doing joint shows, or they could be territorial, like, no, this is my territory. I'm gonna run it, or you better stay over there. This is my, but to see that, all four of you came together, held one ground, and was like, hey, let's do this not just for the betterment of our promotions, but for the betterment of the Delaware, Philadelphia, New Jersey territory. I tip my hat off to y'all for coming together and doing something great for not just for the industry, but for the fans as well. Um, so joint show coming up. Like, are there any nerves, or are you like, something? We think we're gonna be okay. We've been running here long enough. We know our fan base, or is it a mixture of both?
Well, like I mentioned just a little bit ago, with each company selling, their own tickets means, um, in my case, three-fourths of that crowd is probably not going to know our people, because that means the other three companies have sold their tickets, and of course, what I sold will recognize our people. Um, so we look at it as not only a great opportunity, for the wrestling fans that are coming in for these other companies to be exposed to what we do, and hopefully enjoy our product, and then maybe follow us on the Delmarva Sports Network or on our YouTube page, or actually travel down to Delaware. We're not far from any of these other companies. Excuse me. So, that's the hope, that the same, that our fans will like what Three Legacies and Atlantic All Pro and the Wrestling Independent does. And, it kind of branches out, and each company will grow and prosper from this, as like you said, the fans is a win-win. Excuse me. The fans is a win-win because now they're exposed to a whole bunch of new talent, and it's going to be, like I said, a lot of top-notch matches. Some good people coming in. We have a couple NWA stars coming in. We have a Ring of Honor star coming in. We have our champions coming in. So yeah, again, we're really looking forward to it. Rob being part of the team will tell you. I get pumped up about every event, but certain things I get really fired up about, and this is one of them.
Yeah, for those of y'all actually listening and watching 1CW, I'm not just saying this because the owner, Shawn Hardy's in front of me or he's on our show. Like they've been putting in work. They've had several, you know, huge stars. Like just the other day, they had Bobby Fish. Before that, they've had Tito Santana, WB legend Tito Santana, Big Bill. The list goes on and on and on. They've definitely been having a lot of popular names drop by. So if y'all are in Delaware, yes, go to the WrestleMania week show that they have April 5th, I believe, right?
Yes. Yep. It's going to be a Friday
Yeah.
night.
Yeah, y'all definitely go ahead and check them out. But if you're in the Delaware area, if you live in the Delaware area or close by 1CW, or if you could fly there or get a bus there, make the trip, man. Like from what I've seen, I'm actually jealous of Rob, because Rob gets to see all that action, not just up close. He's in the ring, and I'm like, man,
Yeah.
I'm here in Brooklyn working all these long shifts. But y'all definitely go ahead and check out 1CW. So each promotion has a 1 hour block. So tell us, if you don't mind, Sean,
Mhm.
what can fans expect? Because so, and Mike Fresh, if you're watching, Jesus, if you're watching, Dino, if you're watching, guys, we're gonna have y'all on here eventually. Best believe, bank on it before WrestleMania week. We're gonna have each of you on here. to talk about what your show is going to be doing. But the 1CW portion,
Yeah.
what can fans or who can fans expect to see in action at the 1CW show?
Okay, well, we'll start right at the top. Our 1CW Pro Wrestling Champion, Ty Awesome, will be on the card. And he's going to be, excuse me, he'll be facing Ring of Honor star O'Shea Edwards. O'Shea, big, solid, solid, strong guy, veteran. He's been around. Everybody knows who he is, and we expect him to take our champion to the limit, and or if we might not be crowning a new champion that night. So we're really, really excited about that match. One of the other matches we have is we have a star coming in from New Japan, Vinny Pacifico. He travels all over internationally, and he's going to be facing our workhorse champion, Tim Tabor. Tim just be Tony Leenda not too long ago. Um, he has been putting in the work, and it showed as he beat Tony Leenda, the champion, and has retained it. So we're bringing in one of the very best international people to show what the workhorse means. You know, if you want to be the workhorse champion, you're going to have to work to keep it. So we're really looking forward to that matchup. And then we have an intergender tag team match. We have our DSN Delmarva Sports Network champion, Ranchan Carlson. He's going to be teaming with Stevie Brooks. And they're going to be facing one hell of a tough team in the NWA Stars in Brian Idol and Natalia Markova. You know, it's those guys have been tearing it up on NWA. So the ranch hand has been on quite a streak. He chose himself a solid partner. This is the first time WCW is doing an intergender match, and we're really looking forward to it. And our fourth match is going to be a triple threat. It's going to be our new bulletproof champion, Sean Smith, the aerial orchestra or orchestrator, he called himself. God, this kid was amazing. He's going to face the former champion in Mike Z and another former champion in Trucker Josh in a three-way. So we expect some mayhem in that match. So that's what we're going to showcase if we have a little bit allotted time. We do have a couple other people lined up, you know, our tag champions and things like that. We just don't want to announce the match because we're not sure how much time, because with each company trying to stay within our block, depending on how things go, we'll have 4, possibly 5. But those are our 4 matches at this time.
Wow, that is an impressive lineup. I'm blown. I've heard of Vinny Pacifico, but man, Brian Idol, I know, and him and Natalia, they've been doing their thing on the NWA. I've gotten to see Natalia Markova wrestle at House of Glory over here in New York. But I think that all that they're gonna need all that NWA shine because Carlson, oh my God. Ooh. Brian, you might want to wear a face guard, my friend. That guy does. Oh, geez.
Yeah, I think this is where how am I going to say this? You have the models. You got a team that looks like a bunch of models, and you have one team that doesn't.
And the one team that doesn't care about looks. Carlson, they're like this.
You know, you never know what's going to happen.
Not saying that Carlson and the other don't look good, but it's like they won't hesitate to mess up a pretty boy or a pretty girl. So that's what I'm getting at. So
you picked right up on it. I didn't have to say it.
Yeah, I don't want Carlson coming after me next. You know, I mean, if you. By the way, speaking of coming out, Rob, I saw that little smile on your face when you heard Ty Austin's going up against the big bad kaiju. Him and Rob. I know you guys have a little bit of a history, man. So
Oh, Ty. Oh, yeah. Like, yeah, he's beating me up in Workhorse all the time. He's beating me up, you know, when I work security. But you know that's going to be a great match, though. If he called the match that Ty Awesome had last week or 2 weeks ago at 1CW, just he was hitting people with Panama Sunrises and just all his stuff, man. O'Shea Edwards, yeah, he's got something coming to him, man. It's going to be a tough one, but you can't count O'Shea out, man. He's been to 1CW before, and that dude is huge. He's a monster. You know what I mean? I'm leery getting around him, backstage and stuff. And he might rip my throat out, like, woo.
Yeah, we expect a war, Rob. We really do. You again, being one of the people who have been up close and have had the opportunity to see both of these gentlemen, and you nailed it. You have one guy on a roll, the skill of Ty Awesome, showing all the skill. Not only his aerial skills, but his technical skills in ring. His knowledge, his mat knowledge. He's done it on the mat. He's done it. He's done the chain. He's done everything. And if he's had to, he's gone fist to fist. So he's going to be tested. Big O'Shea is not afraid to put him up, and let's put him up or shut him up. So again, I think the fans are going to definitely see the best of our champion, and that's what we want. The best man walk out representing
Well,
our company as champion.
I'm definitely looking forward to going there. I don't know how far. I don't know how if there's a train or a bus to Woodbury. Heck, I might just take a 20-minute Uber, just grin and bear, just to go see that because that show, that one CW show alone, I haven't heard what Jesus and 3LW or the Wrestling Independent or the Atlantic All Stars have, but we're gonna save that for them when they get on here so they can promote that. But I'm gonna
Sure,
do
see,
my absolute best to make sure.
I've seen the card, but I'm not going to let it out.
Yeah. So here's the thing: for those of you listening and watching, this is a 4-part series. A 4-part series. So you got the first one right here. We're not done yet because Rob is gonna. I'm gonna let Rob ask us questions. I know Rob is itching to ask some questions too. Probably,
Sure.
is there going to be body armor if he has to referee Ty Awesome's match? And because he's ringside side. We don't offer health insurance. We have band-aids and alcohol, not the ones you drink, but rubbing alcohol, and that's it. But
Yeah.
this is a 4-part series that y'all are getting. So this is part 1. You got to tune in for the next one, the next one, the next one, and then of course you got to finish it off. How? By actually showing up and checking out the event live, because it doesn't make sense if you watch this. I mean, watch it. But I mean, I don't. What's the right way to say it? It would be incomplete if you watch the whole series and then you don't go to the show. The
Yep.
show at the show is the grand finale. So watch all 4 of these episodes that we have going on. Watch the one we're going to have with Mike Fresh, the one with Dino, the one with Jesus, and then go to the show if you could make it, and then you could say, yes, I did it all. You'll feel great about yourself. But that's enough about me, ranting and raving. Rob Bass, the floor is yours. Go ahead, man.
All right, sweet. Thanks, Remy. So what's going on, Shawn, Hardy? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, Rob. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you, man. Getting all ready for Saturday, brother. You got your stripes all ready to go?
Oh yeah. I'm ready to roll, man. Everything's. I got my bag packed, ready to roll. Shoes are all, all everything. I mean, I'm just ready to Saturday roll around, throw it in my vehicle, and head on out.
Always count on you, brother. Looking forward to it.
No problem. Now you were just saying about that Saturday. I'll go back to the WrestleMania show, but this Saturday, we actually have
Yep.
1CW putting on a show in Harrington, Delaware.
Yeah.
Now, we got some big stuff going on there too, that could potentially lead into, the WrestleMania show.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah. Now, first off, I wanted to mention, about the tag team tournament, because we have, we had some stuff with, the champions had to get stripped of the championships, all that, and now we have a tournament going on to crown a new champ. And I've had some messages and stuff, man. Like the people want tons of fun. They want tons of fun back in the thing because they were preparing for somebody else, and then Banks come out there, took out Tiberius, and so they felt they were unprepared or whatever, man. So people have been chanting for them, and yeah. Do you have anything about the tournament? Any insights on that, or what we can expect for Saturday?
I guess that somebody must have told you that they petitioned the offices of 1CW because that's exactly what the complaint said. Were you behind that, Rob?
Oh, I was. I was trying to find out, what was going on. You know what I mean? So I figured I'd ask you.
You weren't the only one. So it's come across the desk. Myself and the board have looked at it. A decision will be rendered this Saturday, whether tons of fun. It has legit gripe or not. I'm not going to discuss that right now. We'll discuss that on Saturday. I do know that the former champions will be there, the Horribles. I do know that the former champions will be there. pure ignorance. I do know that another team that won their first round match that is moving on, the Body Snatchers, will be there. And then the question mark comes in. Is Tons of Fun going to be there? So I guess everybody will have to show up on Saturday and see.
Yeah, definitely. Come on down to Harrington.
Is it going to be a triple threat? Or is it going to be a semifinals with 4 teams? That's the question. What was the board's decision?
That's right.
I can't.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that.
Good question, Rob. You almost had me.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what the decision was, man. But I do got to ask, I've tried to get this out of Eric and all. I'm like, where does he find his tag team partners at? Because every partner he gets is a monster. It's some huge person, you know what I mean? He's like, man, I would not mess with this person in a dark alley, or man, for like, yeah, I'm in a Friday the 13th movie. I want this person by my side, who can fight Jason or something, man. Do you know where he gets these people from? Because I know this guy, his partner now, is from Alabama. He found him in the backwoods, I think. You know what I mean? So is there like is there like a factory, or something?
From what I understand, the party bus travels all over. And I'm not talking about the one that, Adam Rose was on. We're talking about the new party bus, the new Tons of Fun party bus. Eazy as the head driver. They travel all over the U.S. Where he finds them from, I don't know. He claims from the backwoods of Alabama. We're looking into it. We are definitely looking into it. We don't know. We're asking for answers.
That's right. That's right.
So again, great question, Rob. Hopefully we'll get some answers, which will lead to whether Tons of Fun will be entered in this or not. I mean, we have to know who Tons of Fun is or who they are before we can put them in, right? So obviously you might have been the guy behind all this because you're asking all the right questions.
Right? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. I plead the fifth. I'll plead the fifth.
Gonna back me up here, but this is an inside job by your boy.
I'll plead the fifth. You know what I mean?
Okay.
There we go. Now we have another match. Carlson. Our DSN. Television champion. He has a big matchup this Saturday. He had a big one a couple weeks ago with Chris Wilde, but this one, is a pretty good one. He's going up against his Big AC.
Yeah, they call him big for a reason. Well over 6 foot, 400 some pounds. Proven amateur wrestling champion. Proven professional wrestling champion. Making his 1CW debut. So knowing his background, most champions I know, when they make their debut, they want to make a statement. So I really expect Ranch Hand to have his toughest battle yet. If he survives, the key word being if. Again, well over 6 foot. I think he's 6'5", 6'6". He's a big guy. If he survives this with Big AC, then we could tip our hats to Carlson because this guy's going to give him everything he's got, Rob. I don't know if you've seen any footage of this gentleman, but everything I just said, amateur champion, pro champion, he's been a champion at every level, and he's not coming to 1CW to be anything other than a champion.
Yeah, I don't expect it. Yeah. I mean, if you want to come into 1CW, going up against Carlson, that'll definitely make a statement, because Carlson is no slouch. I've seen him in wars. I've seen him in hardcore matches. I've seen him in Iron Man matches with Brian, Wonderboy Morris. You know what I mean? And he still comes out on top. Like you never sell the Ranch Hand short. You know what I mean? But yeah, the Big AC, whew, yeah, he's huge. Oh, yes, look, there's Tons of Fun's partner right there. Backwoods, Alabama, right here, man. Woo!
There it is. Is that his real name?
On the party bus. So the next matchup we have, this is a long time coming. This matchup coming up. It's these two have been, it's been simmering for a while and stuff. You got Brian Wonderboy Morris and Chris Wilde. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like things last week I had to watch the tape because I was repping that match, but I see on there, man, some things were going on, I didn't see, but yeah, these guys are this is going to be a clash of the Titans right here, man. These are like one of one CW's best like technical and great wrestlers and stuff, and yeah, this is going to be a match everybody should want to check out Saturday.
I think this would be a main event anywhere. You said it. Let's just start right from the beginning. Um, Former partners equals bad blood. Anytime you have the word former, I don't care where it fits in, there's bad blood somewhere. Um, so this is no different. These guys don't like each other. Brian feels that Chris held him back, and he's going after what he rightfully deserves. Chris feels that Brian turned on him and cost him the championship, so he's going to make Brian pay for it. Um, I think the true winners in this are the fans. I think this. I'm going to. I think you just nailed it. I think this could be the show stealer of the night, or the beginning of one big war. I'm not quite sure. Um, they might just. We can sit here and say these two are great technical wrestlers, but that could be all thrown out the window the first time someone lands a punch. It could turn into a brawl like that.
Yep.
So sitting here right now, I don't know what to expect other than to know that we'll be prepared with a little bit extra security around ringside for that match. Because I really don't know what to expect. I don't know if we're going to get a fair and square war in the ring where these guys just lay it all on the line, or are we going to get something where they take it out to the streets and just beat the piss out of each other, Rob? I don't know. Really looking forward to that
Yeah.
match.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Yeah, it could go either way. They could, end up out in the middle of the street, middle of Harrington, cops, blocking traffic off, like, yeah, it
It's
could, yeah.
It has happened before in 1CW. We have been in the middle of the streets in Camden, Delaware, Houston, Delaware, and if I want to remember, it was down in Virginia as well. So, yeah, we'll be ready for it this time with extra security, but it could very well be one of those nights.
Oh, yeah, I believe it. And now, and then for the main event, we have the one CW Pro Wrestling Champion Ty Awesome, and he's going against this man. He's been to one CW a lot and stuff, and I've actually wrestled some of his matches, and he's awesome in the ring, man. LSG,
Yeah.
LSG is coming and challenging for the championship. Like the people are going to be spoiled. You get Carlson, Big AC, Morris, Wild, and then you end the night probably with Ty and LSG. Like you can't get better than that.
Yeah. LSG again, another Ring of Honor guy. He's traveled the world. He's been all over. He's been from Alaska. He's been across seas, and when we say all over, I mean all over. Currently, what a lot of people don't know is he's also been picked up by TNA. He's been doing a lot of stuff on TNA. So congrats to LSG, which again shows you the talent level of what Ty Awesome is up against. So every month we talk about this being as stiff, as tough, as challenged, blah, blah, blah. But absolutely it's the truth. Absolutely the truth. Ty will have his hands full. I expect LSG to give him everything he's got because, again, he's not coming to 1CW to be anything other than the champion. Let's face it. You're in the main event for a reason. That's to win. You want the winner's end of the purse. You want that money. You want to walk with that gold and the prestige and everything that goes with that 1CW Pro Wrestling Championship.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, because that one CW championship, yeah, everybody wants to come there and get that championship. That's one that when you win the championship, yeah, you've been through some competition, you can do some stuff. Now we got now that Saturday, now that now all that lineup and all is for this Saturday, in Harrington, Delaware. Doors open at 5, the bell starts at 6, and yeah, everybody get ready. It's definitely gonna be some fireworks Saturday. Harrington, Delaware. I don't know if they were prepared for what's going to happen when one CW, invades the city. So.
We're ready. We're excited. This is a new venue for us. You never know what to expect in a new venue, so we're bringing our best. We will put on our best, just like we do everywhere we go. So again, being the community people that we are, we're looking forward to raising some money for the Park and Rec, who is basically the Boys and Girls Club of the town. It's not entitled a Boys and Girls Club, but it's entitled the Park and Recs. But basically, in all terms, where we live, this is our Boys and Girls Club. So the fact that we're giving back to the community, the kids, to help out, means a lot to me. This is where we live. A couple guys on our roster are right from Harrington. I'm in the next town over in Felton. Houston is another 2 towns down. This is what we do. We're community people. So again, we are excited for the chance at the new venue, but even more excited to try to help out our friends here at the Park and Rec. So you know me, Rob. It's all about giving back, whether it's to my guys in the locker room and the gals in the locker room, or to our fans, or whatever we can do for our causes. That's what we're all about. We have a lot of fun doing what we do, but the fact we can do that and still give back, that's what it's all about, brother.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. Once he does, yeah, we always had the fans. That after every show, I had fans coming up. Yeah, this show was awesome. This is great. I can't believe this happened, man. Da, 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 da. I'm like, I know, man. We do the thing.
Yeah, never saw that coming.
That's right. Now we got now for WrestleMania going back or touching back on that. We got Tim Tabor. Going against Vinny Pacifico. Now Tim, this
Yeah.
guy, he is. I've been trying to go back in the records, man. He's probably one of the youngest, workhorse champions in 1CW history. Trying to go back and look see if there's anybody younger because I remember his first day at training and stuff. Where he didn't know the difference between a headlock and a wrist lock. You know what I mean? And now look at him. He is just, he had that feud with Carlson. Last week he had a big, opponent last week. He got through, and then coming up, Saturday, and then WrestleMania. Yeah, Tim's on a roll. I'm very proud of that young man. Like, man, Vinny Pacifico. You might think, oh man, I'm getting young guy wet behind the ears, but no, 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 I don't think so.
You're absolutely right. I was going to say that was the mistake that Andrew Anderson made last month. Andrew Anderson,
Hmm.
going all over the world. Andrew been in the NWA. He's been across seas. Um, Andrew and I have worked together many, many years. Actually, in the NWA together. But knowing Andrew and his talents when he was brought in to challenge Tim, that was the make or break for Tim. And I can tell you right now, the fact that Tim won that match, I think it showed everybody in 1CW, not only the fans but in the locker room, that that championship win was not a fluke. Um, and he is a force to be reckoned with, and people better take note of him. Don't take him lightly. I think that was the mistake the champion made. And I don't think it was a mistake Andrew Anderson made. I think Andrew gave Tim everything he had. I think Tim was just that much better on that day. And that's why he is a champion. And at this young age, just think how bright his future could be.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, he's definitely future in 1CW and stuff. Yeah, he's definitely the future. And then the three-way, match, for the Bulletproof Championship. I wanted to touch on that because that's going to be a great one too. What I mean, you got Trucker Josh. What I mean, who's beloved all over the country. What I mean, people, boo boo everywhere he goes. What I mean, you hear that and stuff. And then you got the Mike Z guarantee and Sean Smith. Man, these guys are going to put on a show and stuff. Like, yeah, this is one. This could be another match stealer. I don't know. What do you think? How do you feel?
So this is what I see, man. I see the new champion came in again in his debut and made a statement when no one thought the kid had a chance
Hmm.
and beat Mike Z.
Hmm.
So Mike Z has a bone pick with the new champion. So he's going to come in ready to get his belt back. And then you have, which makes Mike Z a former champion. Then you have Trucker Josh, who the fans are probably going to be behind. And he has a bone to pick with Z.
Hmm.
So a little triangle going on here. I don't see where the alliance will be made.
Hmm.
So I will see that I will say this. I would think we will see each individual's talents and the true bulletproof champion will walk out with the title because you're have to be bulletproof to walk away beating one of those guys in the ring. Because we're talking about the current champion and two former champions.
Hmm.
And you know what the saying is, if it's tough to get to the top, it's tougher to stay on top.
Hmm.
Not
That's
only
right.
beating one former champion, but beating two former champions. I think the new champ has his hands full, and I think
Hmm.
both former champions have their hands full. So I'm really excited about this. I think this was one of the best matchups that may come out of it. When we say show stealer, this could be the one, Rob. This could
Hmm.
be the one.
Yeah, and there, Mike Z, he might also have an X factor and Tommy Fame, in his corner, because you never know where he could be at. You know, what I mean, you got to keep an eye on him. Well, the crowd affectionately calls him Prince of Speech, but you know what I mean.
I I think if he doesn't stay where he's supposed to stay, that the 1CW officials may have him barred from ringside, which would then
Hmm.
hurt his former champion more than help. So if you're a manager and you're there to help your guy, you can't help him if you're banned from ringside. So he might want to watch
That's right.
himself.
That's right. Yeah, if I'm ref that match, yeah, I had no problem. I'm like, yep, nope, roll on out,
There
just
you go.
go. Yep,
There you
cut the
go.
crap. You know what I mean? Yep,
Extra
out.
20 on your check, buddy. Extra 20 in
That's
your
right.
envelope.
That's right. That's right. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. So, so for the WrestleMania show, is this going to be a TV taping for Delmarva Sports Network, or is it going to be broadcast, like a week or two after, or whatever, like it normally is?
Yeah, we are definitely going to tape it, our portion for the Delmarva Sports Network. We're still talking to the other companies on whether they would like to have their stuff filmed, what they would like to air it if they do want it aired. However, we are getting the whole event on one uh, film so that we can sell the DVD or whatever to people that are interested in buying it. Um, I think what's really going to happen is everybody's going to be really, really excited about the opportunities that are out there. We all know with cell phones nowadays that there's going to be people that are going to be putting it on Facebook Live and Twitter and this and that, and that's great. I have no problem with that. I really don't. I want people that come to our events to be able to do what they want to do. I want them to enjoy themselves, and if that means sharing what they're seeing with their friends, then I'm okay with that. And I'm not saying pirate my product, but guess what? That's what today's world is nowadays. I'm not going to be the guy that's going to walk through the crowd and tell people they can't hold up their phones and do what they want to do. So, yeah, we're going to have things available for the network. We're going to have things available for sale, and of course, we'll have some stuff that'll be streamed.
Sounds good. Yeah, I'm definitely excited. Yeah, yeah, that WrestleMania show, I've been excited for that since it was announced. Those butterflies in my stomach. They're getting a little bigger. As we get closer to that date, I'm like, yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready.
It's a
Now,
nice
if I may,
venue in Woodbury. It's an American Legion Hall in Woodbury, New Jersey.
Hmm.
They have a full bar there for all of you that are over 21. Come on in, but drink responsibly. We have a great big kitchen there. I mean, we have everything from chicken tenders that we have, pizza, hot dogs, you name it, popcorn. We have everything for the family, for anybody. It's going to be a great, great time. Like I said, I think there's like store currently.
hmm,
They're flying, man, and I'm not just sitting here trying to pat anybody on the back. They're flying. So we're overwhelmed at the response that we've gotten. The 1CW portion tickets have been sold out. Some of our fans we have turned to the other promotions that had a couple left, to try to soak them up as well. And then they're going as well because their fans are buying them up. So Remy, if you're coming, let us know. We'll definitely hold one of them there for you, buddy. We'd love to have you. You'll get to see Big Rob in action. I'm absolutely sure he'll have his stripes on.
you had
Um,
me at chicken tenders.
Yeah, there you go, man. Fries, chicken tenders, all that good stuff. And good too, man. Good chicken tenders. So again, and we're gonna have raffles and giveaways and 50/50s. The autograph session, like I talked about, it is definitely fan interaction. This is meant for the fans. This is fan appreciation. This is our chance to say this is our one big super. I mean, the general admission ticket for a 4-hour show is $15.
Mhm.
$15. 4 hours of wrestling. Where can you get that anywhere?
Yeah.
So with that being said, we wanted it to price it so that the family can come out. We want everybody to have a good time. And we plan on putting on one hell of a show. I know what Jesus has planned. I know what Dino has planned. I know what Mike has planned. And you guys are going to be blown away when you hear their parts of the lineup as well.
Yeah, we're definitely going to reach out and have and try our best to have them on. Matter of fact, Rob, I'm gonna leave that to you. You're the
I'll
guy
get
down there.
it.
They don't.
Let me know what I can do to help out.
Yeah, but for those of you that I mean, you're right about the whole recording thing. Yes, fans. I mean, you heard you could actually record, but think about it this way. Now, Rob, Sean, who are y'all's commentators for 1CW?
Yeah, that would be Mike Fresh and Jason Heat. They do
Awesome.
a great.
So think about it. You go as a fan. For those of you fans watching that are going to be attending, you go there and you record. Yeah, you're just gonna see, everybody battling it out in the ring. But what better way would add quality to add quality to the event than to actually buy the DVD and hear the vocals of Mike Fresh? And I'm not trying to sound sarcastic in any way. I mean very well, because I always say commentators are a part of the show too as well. But what
Yeah.
better way to see the show in great quality, different angles, hard cam. I don't know if there's a soft cam, but all the cam angles and the brilliant vocals of Mike Fresh and Jason Heat saying, "Oh look, Rob is making the 2 count, the 3 count, 1, 2, oh, big bad kaiju kicks out a tie, awesome." All that. Just imagine hearing that off of the DVD that you purchased for the event. So yes, go ahead and record, but like I always say, support indie wrestling. Cop the DVD, and that way, years down when you get your kids, your grandkids, you're like, oh, that's who's their champion, man. I remember Ty Austin back in the day, man. Let me show you. Pop in the DVD, real quick, and show you what a real champion. Oh, you call that a referee 3 count? He has none raw base, man. Let me show. Trust me. Go ahead, cop the DVD. It's worth it. It's way different. And I'm not knocking nobody who's gonna do live, do an Instagram live or a Twitter live, but like I said, it's much different when you hear it on DVD. And there's certain things you get to see, like backstage segments,
Yep.
interviews.
Yep.
You might, who knows, you might see the one interview that makes Triple H and the gang over at TKO be like, damn, that interview was riveting. Let's bring that person in. You could actually own that interview. So I'm just saying,
That's
copy
how that
DVD
works.
as well. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. And also 1CW, sometimes if Willie's there, we also offer, massage, how many other wrestling companies offer that, you got to take a break, that intermission, get hit with that gun or whatever you got. Yeah, it's definitely worth it.
Yeah, we're gonna have all kinds of stuff going on. Like again, this is all about for the fans, and this is gonna be a great day. Super excited to be here tonight to talk about it, and super excited to see that the rest of the partners are gonna be on as well. Because I know they're super excited to do this as well. We talk about it in our group chat. Ever since it's all came together and been fruition when we got the date and the venue. So again, thanks to all the fans who have supported each of these companies along the way, because without you guys, there is none of this. So thanks to you guys for allowing us this avenue to put the word out there. Because without the word out there, it doesn't matter if we have Hulk Hogan. No one knows we're there, so no one's going to come. So thank you for allowing us to put that word out through your podcast, which will attract us more fans. So I appreciate that, fellas, and the opportunity tonight. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem, man. Before I pass it on back to Remy, I do want to say, thank you for coming on. You know what I mean? I can't thank you enough, for everything you've ever done for me, you know what I mean? Helping out and all that good stuff, man. I wish nothing but the best for you and your family and all your future endeavors and stuff, man.
Same, brother. 1CW for life, man. You know you're part of the fam.
Yeah, Hardy, Mr. Hardy, I got to say, it was an honor to have you on here once again. We know you're a busy man. You're busy making plans, everything for the big show coming up. Really, I truly appreciate you taking time out to just shoot the breeze. Let us know what's in store for us at the one CW portion of All for One, and I will try my absolute best. I just got to see what my schedule is looking like. And once I
Yep.
see everything's a go, I will definitely, whether I have to take a bus, take a train, take a Uber, heck, maybe take an electric bike and ride over to Woodbury. I'll definitely try my best to be present there for that great show to see all those
I'll
great
make
men and women do their thing in the ring.
I'll make you a deal. I'll buy your ticket.
Awesome. I mean, you don't have to, man. I mean, like I said, I don't want to take from the business. I appreciate it, but
Yeah.
I would try my best to be there. Y'all out there in Delaware, you know, if you live in Delaware, you got to be out there. Trust me, you can't not support you can't not support your home, your home promotion. Definitely go ahead and head over to Woodbury, right? Woodbury, New Jersey,
Yeah,
and
Woodbury.
check out All for One. And to Jesus, Dino, and you too, Mike Fresh. We're coming for y'all too, Ninja. Nah, I gotta stop with that Hulk Hogan reference, man. With that Booker T reference. But the rest of the guys out there involved with this show, we're definitely gonna be looking to have y'all on here to hear y'all side of the story and also how y'all got into pro wrestling as well. So, if y'all are watching this, you know, Rob is gonna actually hit y'all up and be like, hey, we got this day available. We're gonna have you on. So the rest of y'all that are watching, those y'all fans, remember there's a 4-part series. There's 3 more parts, so make sure you stay tuned for all that. And then afterwards, top it all off, you're gonna go and check out All for One in Woodbury because you already watched all 4. Trust me, why not, check out the grand finale at Woodbury? So once again, Shawn, thank you very much. We're very grateful always grateful to have you on, you know. And with that being said, it's about time for us to shut this show down. But wait, I'm missing something. Oh, yes, where are my manners? Where can fans find you on social media when they want to find out when the next 1CW event is or purchase 1CW merch?
We're on 1CW Pro Wrestling on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that. Or you can follow me on Facebook, Shawn Hardy. Sometimes I'm a little bit quicker than the other pages, and sometimes I have the inside tip, and sometimes stuff gets released on my page before it gets released on the main page. So we're all over. We do have a merchandise link right on my page, Blue Chip. It is through Blue Chip Athletics. All kinds of 1CW merch you can get. And again, if you hit me up, you see anything that we're wearing or anything that you see that we have, we sell at the events. We can ship it to you, whether it's an autographed picture of one of the guys or any of the merch that we have. So again, we're all about it. So thank you so much, guys. Well, I appreciate the opportunity. Thank you. Like I said, we can't do what we do without the avenue that you guys give us. So thanks again.
That's what we're here for, just to let the fans know what's in their area, what's going on, and why they should check it out. And with that being said, it's about time for us to shut this show down. My eyes are getting heavy, my stomach is rumbling. That means it's time for dinner and a nap. Maybe not in that order, but before I partake in those activities, Rob Bass, the uh, I'm losing it. Bubba Ray to my Devon, the Mel Gibson to my Danny Glover, and the Sean Spencer to my Burton Guster. Where can fans find you on social media when they want to talk wrestling, find out where your next appearance is? Purchase Rob Bass merchandise, and there is Rob Bass merchandise. We actually have a a T-shirt called "Stripe Lives Matter" on our Ringside Society Teespring store, which is Rob's actual fist there. And where can bookers and promoters find you when they want to book you for their shows?
All right, you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Rob_Base82, and Facebook, Rob Base. This Saturday, you can catch me 1CW in Harrington, Delaware. Doors open at 6. Doors open at 5. Show starts at 6. It's a TV taping. We got food trucks there, everything. So definitely come on out, have a great time. If you missed that show, or if you missed any past shows or whatever, we are on the Delmarva Sports Network. You can go to delmarvasportsnetwork.com. You can type it in, 1CW, you can get show number one. So right now, get caught up with all the current storylines, everything going on and all that good stuff. And we're also every Saturday morning, 10 a.m. Check us out if you're in the
Yep.
Delaware, Delmarva area.
Awesome. And if you want to find me on social media, not that I say a lot of cool stuff, but I do go to a couple of cool places every now and then. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at the Remy Blue, Facebook as under the alias Remy Blue, and our podcast is also on social media. We're on Twitter and Instagram at Ringside Society, Twitch at Ringside Society 2019. We're on Facebook as a Facebook group. We're also on Spotify, and we also have a Teespring store where we sell official Ringside Society merchandise. As a matter of fact, St. Patrick's Day is coming up. We have the St. Patrick's Day inspired merch as well. I don't have the shirt with me right now, but next episode I'll try. I'll try to get it. And last but not least, we have a YouTube channel where we have great interviews like this one, like the ones we're gonna have. Well, like the ones we've had with Adriana Mosley and several other great men and women from 1CW, many great men and women all over the world of professional wrestling. You can find those interviews on YouTube, and to see them, it's really simple. It's not rocket science. Go on YouTube, type in Ringside Society. Once you see that really good looking dark blue and light blue yin yang sound, the blue frames around it, that's when you know it's us. So make sure you subscribe to all our videos because we got a lot of stuff. We got a lot of cool stuff coming up, and you don't want to miss a thing like Aerosmith in 1998. As a matter of fact, like I said before, there's a 4-part series. So we're going to be having one of the other promoters. We haven't decided which one yet. They're going to be on, but best believe we will let you know the time, we will let you know the place, and we will definitely have that person on here, have that promoter on here, giving us their story about how they got into wrestling and what to expect from their company on April 5th. So with that being said, we just want to thank everybody that tuned in live tonight. Thank you very much. We really and truly are grateful and appreciate it. We're one of the best wrestling podcasts a wrestling fan could, should, and would listen to, and we're not going to stop being that. And to those of y'all that are going to listen later on, we get a chance. Thank you very much in advance. And those y'all that hate us, can't stand us, really and truly wish we just go away. Well, like myself at a Golden Corral and Rob Bass at a Taco Festival, we're not going anywhere for a while.
They hate us because they ain't us.
And we ain't stopping. So with that being said, we just want to let everybody know that we're very well and aware, everybody and their grandparents and the parents of a podcast. But we're not your grandparents' podcast. We're not your parents' podcast. As a matter of fact, we're not just any podcast. Hashtag, we are not the same. Hey, yo, Rob Bass, one time for the mind, one time for the people, one time for the wrestling culture, one time for 1CW president who is doing a lot of great things in the Delmarva area, Shawn Hardy. And one time for all for one.
Woo!
What type of podcast are we?
We're Wrestling Fans Podcast.
That's right. We're the Wrestling Fans Podcast, Ringside Society. Don't go too far because in less than an hour, we'll be having a 15 minutes of fandom episode. That's right. We always show the fans love. And we're going to be having A. McLeod. And I wonder if he's actually related to Duncan McLeod because I've never heard of anybody in my personal life with that last name. Highlander reference for those of y'all youngers that don't know. It's a great series. Check it out. But we'll be having A. McLeod, who is not only a wrestling fan, but a talented artist on our show at 9 o'clock p.m., 6 o'clock p.m. for all my West Coast riders. So make sure you stay tuned for that. But until then, we just have 4 favors for y'all. Stay safe, stay healthy, be excellent to each other, and enjoy wrestling. We're out. Peace.
See y'all. Good night. Stay classy, Delaware.